Hello guys and girls, welcome and thank you for watching this Sunday market review. Now in this video I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the currency pairs that I am looking forward to take positions on in the week ahead, and another pair is US oil, which I will explain further when it comes. And without further ado, let me go ahead and show you the first pair that I'm looking forward to is Euro USD. Now, I'm not going to be drawing any of my technical analysis on this. However, to keep things simple, I'm only going to be drawing some sort of zone support and resistance where I believe price could rally up to, hit, and melt down. And for example, if you look at Euro USD and we go over on daily time frame, as we can see, is creating a high high, lower lower low, lower high, and it needs to create another lower low, double bottom. This is the point, and this is the point of action that I'm looking forward to in the long term, where I believe the price could come down to here and move all the way back up to 1.1400 and beyond. However, for short term, for the week ahead, if you go down to hourly, and these are the levels that I've drawn. So if you draw a simple trend line from here to here, as we can see, we've broken above and we're coming down to retest this low and go up. Now, because it's Friday, because it's Sunday, and the market is going to be opening in a couple of hours, I believe there could be a gap. So I'm not going to take advantage of a long position from here to here. I'm only going to be looking for a short position. So I believe the price could trickle down, come up, and move correctively to these highs. Now this is where it gets interesting. This is the point where I would be taking short position. Now if you get our short position tool, expand it. Now I will be looking to entering a short position to these highs. So around, let's say, 1.09880 with a stop loss of 30 pip, and my first target would be this zone, which would give us 5.41%, and second target would be, let's say here, that would be 11.07%. Now if you were to risk £100 per pair or per entry, now this would give us £1,100 on to these lows, and £500, let's say around £500 to these lows, because there's always spread and commission cost with your broker. So this is first pair that I'm looking for in the week ahead, and second would be US dollar CAD. It's simple stuff with US dollar CAD as well. I'm also looking to short this position. However, in US dollar CAD, there is way too much potential for it to go short. We're talking literally from these, literally 2,000 pips, somewhat. Now, if this won't go down impulsively, or this could literally take a couple of months. So what we need to do, we need to look for small positions and keep entering short, short, short. Now there will be long positions, but I don't like trading against the trend. So the trend is definitely short. So I will only be looking for short position. So this is another hourly zone that I'm looking forward for. Now, if you were to draw a trend line from these highs to these lows, now some people would be looking for this pair to go all the way up here. I highly doubt that. However, it is still a possibility, which I will go ahead and explain further when we correlate this with US dollar oil, because USD CAD is completely opposite of USD oil, but for the time being, I believe this price could trickle its way down a little to test these lows and go up to this level and then melt down. So let me explain again. So I'll be taking a short position from here with a stop loss of 60 pip. 60 pip. To these lows, it would be 7%. But this is one pair that I would put my stop loss. However, I would let my profits run all the way down because this is a long position. This is a position that I would be looking to hold for a long term. So I would be adding short on every swing highs. So for example, I've entered short from here and my profit's still running. I've entered short from here, my profit's still running, and I'll be looking to add another position here. Now, there is definitely for short-term, very short-term traders, scalpers, or day traders, there's definitely a long position here. But as I mentioned again, I don't like trading against the trend, so I won't be entering long. I would only be entering short position. So that's USD CAD. Now the next pair is USD JPY. Now in USD JPY, it's also a similar scenario. I'm also looking for short in USD JPY as well. Let me explain. We're creating a scenario like this where we're creating a little scoop which would push the pair back up to these highs again. Now this would create a sort of a bear flag scenario, which would mean it's also coming back down. Now this pair seems a lot more promising than the other because there's a lot of empty space here, which means once it breaks below, it will trickle its way down to these lows. There isn't a major support area that I see. So once I do enter from here and I manage to break even or move my position to break even or a bit of profit, I would let my profits run. Oops. The next position is Euro Aussie Dollar. Now Euro Aussie Dollar is also the pair that I'm looking to add short on. However, this, as you can see, it's creating a sort of head and shoulder formation to go down, but I also think there is a possibility to come to either these highs or all the way here before adding shorts. So I will be monitoring this pair quite closely to see where I can enter, because if I was to enter here and it trickles its way up, I'm happy to lose 1% here, then to enter back again to these highs. So this is how I would be playing this pair. So I would be entering short over here with, let's say, 60 pip stop loss to first low. This is 3.3%. Now this pair moves quite aggressively, so you need to be very careful and you need to have quite a bigger stop loss compared to the other pairs. So I'd rather have bigger stop loss and get a little bit of something than 100% of nothing. And to these lows, it would be 2.96%. All the way here would easily be 9.7%. However, if I was to get stopped out, lose 1%, I'm more than happy. It doesn't change anything. So I would be looking to enter a short position right here with 60 pip stop loss. And it would give us to these lows 6%. and here about 30%. Now in this pair, if we zoom out and look at daily time frame, we are way too overbought. So I'm actually looking to play this pair all the way from these highs to where we are to all the way here. This is around 3,600 pip, even further down, but this is one of my long-term targets. So this is another pair that I will be adding, I'll keep adding shorts to, and letting my profits run, unless there's a major shift in the market. Now, the final pair is USD oil, which is something that a lot of people are looking forward for. Even the ones that don't trade, don't buy stocks, they're calling me, they're messaging me about how they can buy oil stocks and whatnot. As many of you know, you can't really buy oil stocks. ETFs you could invest in, or you could just buy Exxon company, or Shell shares, whatnot. So now, as you can see from weekly time frame, if we zoom out, this is the lowest we've ever been. Now, is this the lowest it's ever going to be? I don't think so. I think there's still a room further below. The reason being, think about the whole world. More than half the world is on lockdown. So definitely these commodities are not being used. Not only oil, sugar, wheat. A lot of these commodities have actually taken a big hit. So if the lockdown gets lifted and the world gets back to normal, do you really think the price would stay right here? I don't think so. I think these prices would shoot back up to these highs. So it would be better if you guys could get some money from somewhere and just invest a little and just hold on to these sort of, for example, oil, sugar, wheat. There's so many, but yeah. So this is how I will be looking to play US oil. So as the market opens, I would wait for this price to give me some sort of direction on where it's heading. So I believe this would come back up, and there will be a short-term long position, which I would be taking from these lows to here, and then I will be reevaluating on what to do here, because this is a pretty major level, or even this area I would be evaluating, because as you can see, there's one touch, two touch, three touch. Ideally I would like to sell off from here, but if we were to get a good rejection from here, I would be selling from $28 per barrel area to maybe even these lows or further, because I actually think the lockdown is going to stay for a while, which ultimately means oil could actually fall further below to even $9, $8 area. Now you can call me stupid or whatever you want, but did you ever think oil could come down to $20 area, $18? I don't think so. I don't think anybody thought of that, but here we are. So let's see how it plays out, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. And in the middle week, I'll also be making another video showing you what sort of positions I took on these pairs and how it turned out, whether it was loss or profit, whatever. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you next week.